Hello, hello. Trying the new thing. Here is our Raw live review. I'm a little late. I apologize with the setup. But we now have a ring. And we're going to put people on the hot seat. That's what we're going to do. Marquelworld Raw review tonight, October 20th, 2025. We have it, your Raw review. Let me back up a little bit. Hope all is well tonight. I like to do this, my natural thoughts, because I usually do get the results on my screen, and then I'm just, trying to recall what happened. But I try to get my natural results. Clearly, the Battle Royal was the last thing that occurred. So with that, I do want to say Jey Uso getting heelish vibes from him. We've been getting that for a while now. I will say this, it is a little sad to see that Jimmy Uso is not getting the same kind of love as Jey Uso per se, because we see clearly that he lost this Battle Royal. I mean, he kept trying to save Jey at least twice, and then we saw what happened. And by the way, hopefully this isn't 720. Again, I'm playing around with this, but I think it's at least 1080 this time, high definition, so hopefully it's working well. But we have our little background, the ring, the subscribe button. Still don't know how to, I'm going to still add a widget so you guys can click it and actually do it. And then we have my little photo. Don't know why I brought that one. I could have had the one from today. That would have made a little bit more sense to have the one from today, the Raw review. But I like that photo, so I'm using it. So, what else I want to say? Let's see. I want to put someone on the screen. So, bear with me. This is all new for me. Again, this is all new. Most of this stuff that I'm trying to do, but I think I've got a grasp on things now. So bear with me. I think this is what I do. Unhide. Okay, this is who we're putting on the hot seat tonight. We're putting him on the hot seat. Hello, Melissa. Can you see my screen? This is my first time doing all of this. But we have Jey Uso in the hot seat. So let's make him a little bit bigger. So I put him in the middle. So Jey Uso betrayed his brother. Very disappointing, I will say about that. Okay. I will say Jimmy Uso needs to start to have a backbone. Okay, thank you so much. Again, I'm new to decorating the live stream. I don't even know if I was able to edit anything. Let me see, such as my tags or I don't even think I added tags before I went on live, because again, this is all new to me. So, doing this streaming from Streamlabs. So, give me 1 second. But I like that my background, I did buy it. I did not do it myself. But, hey, gotta be honest with you, I bought it trying to add a little bit more spunk to the live stream. So here you guys go, a wrestling ring. Sorry, I'm editing something in the background. Again, okay, so let's also, I can. That's why I don't really go on Facebook no more, Melissa, to be honest, because I couldn't see it, but I do see it. What you're saying, hi, yes, can you see the messages? So yeah, I'm actually seeing it with no problems. So that is good as well. How are you? What was the highlight for you? Were you happy that Jey Uso got the win? Were you disappointed? I know you do like the Usos, but I'm not sure which one you like more. And what's today? October 20. Jey Uso, Battle Royal. So we have our Battle Royal winner, Jey Uso. Seth Rollins, we can talk about that real fast, got stripped from the title. A lot of us were speculating, maybe he got injured because this is a real life injury, right? So we did see that did come true. He is injured. Remember, months ago, he did a little stunt. I will call it a stunt because that's what it was, y'all. It was really a stunt where he was pretending to be injured, and then it really happened in real life. As we see, he did get injured after playing around. So unfortunately, he's injured. Very sad. Okay, so Melissa, you like Jimmy Uso a little bit more. So do I. I do like to root for the underdogs, and clearly he is the underdog amongst the two because they're not really trying to push him clearly. So that makes him the underdog because he's not getting pushed. And I hope for those that watch the replay, I hope you guys enjoy this live. I know I didn't really broadcast I was going to go live. It was a last minute decision. I'm also going to be live this weekend, but I want to start doing reviews on shows. So I know I didn't even do a 24-hour notification, but I felt like doing it at least. So let's keep talking. I do want to say with Jimmy Uso, we shall see what's next. I don't know if this is going to be a feud with him and his brother. Seth Rollins, him being injured, is really not a big deal because eventually he will come back on top. He will get another push, so I'm not really that concerned for him, to be real with you. I am not really concerned. And give me 1 second. Because I need to see. Okay, it's on 1080 this time, so it's not the 720. I was able to adjust and do my settings. I had to do a little bit of YouTube. I had to do a little bit of YouTube search. Give me 1 second. Roman is my favorite. Yeah, what's going on with him? What are your thoughts with him? Are you liking the schedule that he has where he's barely there? Do you miss him? Okay, I'm just trying to advertise this Raw. So, okay. So, give me 1 second. Almost done. Also, we'll post, again, I didn't really advertise this. Okay, I'm doing well. Yeah, it's been a minute since we spoke. I think maybe it's been at least 2 or 3 weeks at this point. So, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Okay, so I made that quick post. So let's talk about some more things with Raw. I do see, again, I don't want to look at my notes yet, but I do see that Maxxine, she did get a nice reaction. I was a little confused, like when they became a huge fan of hers, but clearly she was in her hometown, I think. So I think that's why she got such a huge reaction. And again, give me 1 second. Again, this is all new. Give me 1 second. Because I'm trying to do this, if you don't mind with me. Because we already did this. Again, don't play no music, please. I know every time you click on something, it's trying to play something. My gosh. But I'm almost done. Bear with me. I'm trying to do a little bit better on this. So. And soon I'll get faster and better. And ta-da. So, let's bring her in the hot seat because we're talking about her tonight. Maxxine, what did we think about her performance? I will say she did okay. Put her on the hot seat because, again, we are talking about her. So when we put someone on the hot seat, we put them in the middle because we want to talk about them. So I feel like she did okay. We knew she wasn't going to defeat Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch losing by disqualification was kind of silly. She could have beat her without the antics, but I guess they want to make her look very strong. Miss Maxxine, it was an okay match. Again, she's in the hot seat. What did we think about her and her performance? I think she did okay. It was what it was. I can't really judge it too much, to be honest, because it wasn't really that long or that short, so it was just around the middle. So I guess she did fine for what it was. Let's talk about the next thing. Who are we going to put on the hot seat next? I think we're going to put Dominic Mysterio in the hot seat and talk about him retaining. I guess he was in 2 matches. If you did not realize, he was actually in 2 matches tonight. So let's put Mr. Dominic Mysterio in the hot seat real fast. Again, we would like to put some people in the hot seat just to discuss. And we want a little visual. So, and can you see the people in the hot seat, Melissa, when I do that? Again, I'm new to all of this. It's a new thing I'm using to stream. Hey, maybe I can use this for Facebook. Maybe I can get back to Pro Wrestling T on Facebook using this software, because I do know Facebook I can go live. Probably would have to make a new decoration for every platform, which is going to take a lot of time, clearly, but still. Who do I want to put on the hot seat today? We did say Dominic Mysterio, so let's do this real fast. Again, soon I'll be faster, and soon the sub button will work where you can just click in and I can just get my follow, but right now you actually have to click it if you want to support. And those that watch the replay, hey, again, sorry I did not advertise this. Usually people come later on. Like when I'm almost done, I'm like, really? Now y'all come? Or they will come when I don't even want people to come. Like when I was practicing on live, like people started to come. I'm like, really? I didn't even want to be live. So, here is Mr. Dominic Mysterio. He did retain that title tonight against Rusev. We've seen this before, so it's nothing really new per se. It's nothing really new. We saw this with Rusev and Dominic Mysterio before. I guess we can say new shenanigans this time because I guess he doesn't always win the same way. But I don't know what Rusev is doing currently in this new WWE run, to be honest. When he came back, it wasn't really anything spectacular. I'm going to fix that soon. Sometimes I'm bound to disappear. I did some settings adjustment, so I don't know. But anyways, what was I saying? Rusev, I don't know what's going to happen to him. I don't know what's next for him, to be honest. I don't know. I do know allegedly he did not like his stuff in AEW, the way he was being booked, and he did not want to lose to certain people. Allegedly. So we do like to gossip here at Marquelworld, but I don't know if this is true. Why isn't he doing the same shit here in WWE? Because the way he's being booked, not really a threat now, is he? So, Dominic Mysterio, congratulations. Clearly, he wanted more gold, but he did not get that tonight. We can also talk about new tag team champions. It was AJ Styles, and who else was it again? I'm sorry. I know it was a makeshift team. Was it Dragon Lee? So, let's put them on the hot seat right now. Let's put them in the hot seats. Okay, so let me do this. Again, new to this, I apologize, but I do like the visuals for us, so we at least know what's going on. And new champions, we're talking about Monday Night Raw, WWE. Okay, so I guess congratulations to both men. This is not what I expected. Oh yeah, I know, right? And I do feel like Kenny Omega is part of that, right? Alright, so let me change this real fast. Again, I am new to all of this. Okay, so let's put this in the hot seat real fast. We have them. Shout out to WWE. Again, I don't own any of these photos, by the way. I am just displaying them real fast for the hot seat and gossip sessions. So we do have these two new tag team champions. Oh, I guess it's very sensitive. I guess like when I move or something, it thinks I go away, and then it likes, okay, we need to find him again. Okay, but we do have new tag team champions here, Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. So a congratulations is in order. It's not like the other tag team champions, Finn Balor and JD were actually defending those titles. So maybe we can get a little bit more with this. We shall see. So I'm done with people right now in the hot seat. So what I'm about to do is, I'm gonna put myself in the hot seat. So, okay, so that's okay for now. Let's see what there is also to talk about on this Raw. Okay, but let me not ignore. Okay, I didn't realize Cody Rhodes was in it, but I think I did realize, but I kind of forgot because they're not really talking about him much. Let's be real, they're talking about Roman Reigns being part of that movie. So with Cody Rhodes, I kind of forgot, but you are right, he is part of that. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see what else happened. I will say this, I do recall seeing, what's his name? What is his name? Kofi Kingston in the Battle Royal tonight. Don't know if I saw his partner. What's his name? Xavier Woods. That was a little weird. Maybe I missed him, but I don't recall seeing him. So I hope he's okay. Again, I don't recall seeing Xavier Woods. If he was in this Battle Royal, he must have been eliminated like the first 2 seconds, and I must have missed him because he was gone that fast. But again, it was just an observation. I do not recall seeing Mr. Xavier Woods. So that kind of caught my eyes. I am someone that likes to pay attention, and that's what I noticed, that he was gone. AEW Allen is back. Yes, okay. So did we see Xavier Woods, Melissa, and hello those that came. By the way, this is me tweaking around with this live, so hello, I hope you guys like the background stuff. But I don't know what happened with Xavier Woods. Again, it was a little surprising. I do know that the New Day, per se, are kind of old news. People aren't really paying them any mind, but they are still someone that I am rooting for. Again, I like underdogs. That's why I like Jimmy Uso, while you guys are cheering on Jey Uso. But that being said, I don't know if I saw Xavier Woods now that I think about it. We did know that they clearly weren't going to win, but it would have been nice to see them involved. The New Day, of course. Oh, he did miss Raw. See, I knew I wasn't tripping. So I'm not the only one that noticed, because people on X are saying he wasn't on there as well. So I knew I wasn't tripping. It kind of was like, where's Kofi's partner? So clearly he wasn't involved. So, okay. We did have Paul Heyman being a snake like usual. Okay, yeah, it's very sensitive when I move. It's like trying to find me, clearly. But we did have Paul Heyman. He did do his little slickish shit like usual, kind of being all nice to Becky Lynch. And, I stopped it and I tried and I didn't want things to happen. And you saw I put my body on the line. And then we saw him talking to Bronson and Bron Breakker, right? Yeah, Bronson and Bron. He was talking to them, trying to kiss their ass as usual. Oh, you guys should be in the Battle Royal, things of that nature. So again, we have Paul Heyman being Paul Heyman, always trying to sneak his way with whoever is relevant. So that's what he does. So let me read this real fast. Are you talking about Darby Allin? So if you're talking about Darby Allin, yes, he is back. I may do a AEW review this week. I mean, my reviews may be like 30 minutes or 40 or 20. So I can maybe do a review once a week and also a gossip session. I mean, today, again, this was just a last minute decision. I was so happy with the decorations I was able to do that I'm like, okay, this looks nice. This looks so different. Let me do this. But next time I will announce a little bit sooner, of course, because I'm not even giving anyone a 24-hour advance that I will be live. But yeah, that is good with Darby Allin. I am excited for him. Clearly, he will be a future AEW champion. He is clearly someone they are pushing. And one of the pillars, clearly. So, okay. I thought there was more to Raw. This time I was actually able to watch like a full episode, which was good. Usually I'm at the gym or doing something, but this time I actually took the time because I decided last minute to do this live. I'm actually going to watch the full episode. So I did make sure I went to the gym as soon as I got off of work and didn't even go home really. So, I mean, we did see the the title being vacated. We saw that in the beginning of the show, so I guess that was our first shock moment of the day. The tag titles, I mean, that was another shock moment, kind of a good moment, because a lot of Seth Rollins fans that were huge fans of his clearly are upset that he lost his title, so clearly that's what we have. The Battle Royal was good. I'm not mad that Jey Uso won. I'm just mad that he betrayed his brother. So, not mad that he won. I'm just mad that he betrayed his brother. But that was Raw. I would give Raw an 8.9 out of 10. It was not bad at all. I did enjoy it. So, I cannot bash it. I did enjoy it tonight. Maybe because it's the first time in a long time I actually sat down and watched the Raw from beginning to end, and I was just enjoying being a viewer for once and just enjoying it. Maybe that's what it was. But yes. Yeah, Melissa, I can maybe talk more about that in the gossip session. If I do AEW and announce it before, I can maybe do that as well, because I do want usually more people to come. But I do understand it's also Monday. It's work week tomorrow, so yeah, I gotta go to bed myself. That's why I do these reviews real fast if I start to do them, so I'm not up all night. But again, I do have to announce when I'm about to go on live, since I clearly want people to come. I can't just go live and not say anything. But Seth, yeah, I don't know if you're a fan of his. I do think you were a fan of The Shield at one point, but I don't know. I think at one point you also stated you weren't a fan of his due to what he did to Roman Reigns. So I don't know if you are a fan, but I mean, yeah, I do agree he doesn't really need a title to be relevant. He's always going to be relevant somehow. So he doesn't really need one. He's going to bounce back from this. We shall see what happens next. I will say with Maxxine, she's clearly going to get a rematch for what happened. Again, I don't know why Becky Lynch felt the need she had to do that. I don't know if she was really that threatened, but it really makes no sense why she would have to do all that against someone like a Maxxine. Again, Maxxine is kind of new to the ring compared to an established Becky Lynch that has a lot of titles that made a mark already. So again, I don't know why they felt the need to make her that scary heel. I get that's the role she's doing, but still, it doesn't make sense. Let's see. It won't even let me like edit anything right now. Yeah, I can't really edit. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, I kind of figured that you didn't really like Seth Rollins because I think I recall you saying prior that you didn't like what he did to whatchamacallit, Roman Reigns. I mean, Seth Rollins is a top guy. That's not going to change anytime soon, but what happened is sad. I guess you don't really want to joke around about being sick. No, I'm sorry, about being injured because clearly it can happen in real life, and that's what we're seeing. Um, Again, it makes sense why he was written off. Let's see. Becky Lynch, I think she's going to lose her championship due to this. I think she's going to be like distracted maybe, or she's going to start being, I don't know, focused. I don't know who's going to dethrone her. I thought maybe Nikki Bella would have been, but clearly it wasn't her because she lost. So, again, I don't know who's going to dethrone her. Maybe Bayley with this heel babyface character. Okay. So I'm done. Let me look. Okay, so let's see. I did edit everything correctly. So really not much more that happened on Raw. I mean, we can talk about what we didn't see. I mean, we didn't see AJ Lee. Again, I don't know what kind of contract she signed. I really don't know, but she did just return, and we're barely seeing her. We did see her in that tag team feud with her and her husband. That was nice, but again, don't know what else they have planned for her, to be honest. We really haven't seen anything with Miss AJ Lee since that happened. So she's missing. Again, Xavier Woods is missing. LA Knight, I mean, this is another thing that we discussed before where he's so close, almost there, but doesn't make it. So we have seen that again tonight. Really don't know if anyone is shocked that he didn't win the contender match. I do feel like CM Punk is going to go over. I don't feel like Jey Uso is going to get another title reign right now, especially before his brother gets one. I do feel like maybe this is going to be some bloodline shit for the Survivor War Games. I feel like maybe Jacob and his family will interfere and cost him the match, kind of like they cost Sami Zayn the match, Solo Sikoa, this week on SmackDown. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens when he faces CM Punk. But we shall see. Oh no, this was something quick, unannounced. So if you catch the replay, I hope you guys enjoy this quick Raw review I did, but I'm about to get off live. I will announce when I will be live this weekend, of course. I'm not going to do the day of or an hour or two before I go live, but again, I will announce. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you those that came in, didn't really say anything, but I am going off. I will do more of these reviews. Again, I will announce them beforehand, but this was just a test and example of the live. So hopefully you guys like the background and things. I'll be back. This is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news my life. See you guys on the next video, YouTube. Okay, let me look at this real fast. Jacob got hurt on Friday. We did see that with the injury angle. We kind of knew that was on the dirt sheet. So, yeah, that was a little sad to see that. That was a little sad to see him get injured like that. Oh no. I don't know what's next for him because they just started to push him again. He kind of hasn't been in the spotlight for a little while. So this was kind of their first time bringing him back to the spotlight. So him getting injured real fast, not perfect timing, I'll say. Not perfect timing, especially when we haven't seen him in a while. And he's finally getting that nice push. And then he finally gets the opportunity, Jacob, for two. And then he loses the momentum with his injury. I don't know if because I did just state bloodline versus bloodline. I don't know if a Jacob for two would be involved in that at all. Let me move myself a little bit because I do like the background and kind of covering it a little bit, which I don't like. Don't want to cover the whole background, but that's better. Let me put him on the big screen. Let's do that. Let's put Jacob for two on the big screen and talk about him real fast. This was pre-taped, I think, the show. So a lot of people already knew he was going to be injured before it even happened. So a lot of people already knew that he was going to be injured before it happened because it's pre-taped. So we were all, what are they going to do to kind of write him off? That's what we were thinking. So let's put him in the hot seat. Again, I will be faster sooner than later, but for now, this is the speed I can go. Okay. Oh. So I don't know what's going on with that photo. Again, I'm learning. So they're like, you're not showing that photo tonight. So let's see something else. This is more dramatic anyway. So let's look for this one. This will do perfect for what we're talking about. So let's get the theatrics and the visuals going. Again, they didn't want to show my first photo. It was a crazy looking photo of him. Maybe they said we don't want you to be funny right now. So I think he looks crazy here too. Oh my God, it's not showing. Okay. They're not covering me, child. Again, I tell you, I'm new to this. But we want to put Mr. Jacob for two in the hot seat. He's in the hot seat right now, making his way to the ring. He made his way to the ring and got injured while he was making it to the ring, but still. What's next for him? I guess he's not going to be the one pushed in the family. We see it's going to be clearly Jey Uso. Again, Jimmy Uso is not going to get a push. They've made it clear that they're not really thinking about him that way. So we're going again with the Jey Uso push instead of the Jimmy Uso push. I guess we can't have both of them get a push at the same time, right? We only have to have one. So they always choose Jey. Don't know. I do realize that Jimmy Uso actually was on Total Divas. Jey Uso did not have that platform, so again, I don't know why he isn't as big or as much as a priority as Jey Uso. Again, I don't know if it's something to do with his weight. I have said that before, but a lot of people dogged me for saying that, but I'm not sure if it has to do something with his weight. I actually like this for me in the corner more because you actually can see the background a little bit more when I'm in the corner instead of me just being in the middle of everything. So maybe I'll stay in the corner. That's something in the future that I may do so you can see me and everything else around me. So prayers for you. We shall see what happens with Jacob Fatu, Seth Rollins, a lot of injuries, a lot of vacates. Seth Rollins, Naomi, Ash by Elegance all had to give up their titles this year in 2025. So a lot of people are giving up their titles. Again, Seth Rollins, Naomi, Ash by Elegance, all different circumstances, but they all had to give up their title. So this is a year of people giving up their titles. This is going to be a year that we're going to remember where a lot of people had great reigns but just ended abruptly. Let's be honest. The Naomi one ended abruptly. She wasn't as relevant as she has been with this conscious yellow tape promo, bad girl persona that she was doing. A lot of people started to like her a lot again. A lot of people like me, we respected her. She's been on TV so long that, you know, we like her because we're used to her at this point. But this is where we actually fell in love with Naomi. But again, she got pregnant. Congratulations. She had to give up that title. So we had that. Then we had maybe, 2 weeks later, we had Ash by Elegance. She had to go give up her title. And Kalani Jordan won it. So again, that's the second time. This is all on TV, by the way. I'm sure people from the indies gave up their titles. Again, I would be here all night if I was talking about everybody, y'all. And then after that, we have Seth Rollins giving up his title. So hopefully no one else gives up their title. They always say it goes in threes. There goes your 3 people on main TV. Ash, Naomi, Seth Rollins. But let me see if I missed anything before I go. Let's see if we got some updates on Xavier Woods, on why he wasn't there tonight. Nobody's really talking about him. And let me go on X, because that is sadly where you find the latest gossip. I do want to be real with you. That is where you find all the gossip. So let's go on X and look up Xavier Woods. What is going on with Mr. Xavier? Okay, Sports Skater. Insane reason why Xavier Woods missed Raw this week, revealed by Kofi Kingston. Did I miss this? Okay, this must have been when I went to the bathroom when I saw them talking. I say how much I like the New Day, but then when they're talking, maybe because Grayson, I'm kind of like, okay, over him always being the second, person or third wheeling. So I kind of don't really pay him any mind. No offense to him. Okay, so I guess this disrespect was too much for him, and that's why he did not come tonight. I guess that is a silly way for Xavier Woods to not be on TV. Again, I don't know if it's nothing more serious, but let's put him on the hot seat. Let's put him in the hot seat. Again, the more I practice, the better I get. So let's put Mr. Xavier in the hot seat. Okay, they don't really have a lot of recent photos of him. I don't want to see him when he was a babyface. Let's see him as a heel. Okay, this is a cute photo. New Day. Web PD. I don't know what that is. Give me 1 second. I'm playing around with this again. Remember. Okay. Please don't block me. Okay. I keep saying that, but you know what? I will get used to that. I guess they will block me every time. But in the hot seat, missing loser. So, sure he would have lost too. But what is next for the New Day? That is what I'm getting to. A legendary team losing. We have the Hardys that are like getting their accolades, but we have them too that aren't really getting their accolades. They're still just losing and still background. So I hope things change for them. I'm getting off. It's about to be 12. I gotta be up at 6:30. But this is a surprise live I did. Thank you, Melissa, and those that came and just watched. But hey, I was on for 40 minutes. See you guys on the next video. This is Marquel's World. All things pro wrestling news my life. Hope you guys enjoy the replay. Please like and follow if you have not.